So for today's video, we're gonna do a mukbang, and we're gonna, while we do the mukbang, we're gonna do these cards that we bought in Vegas, and it says, "Do you remember?" And so we each are gonna choose 5 out of the. We can knock at the top. Just pick one, and we're gonna
read it
and then answer it together or whatever.
Yeah, we'll see
if we have a memory. So, yeah. Okay. Do you want to go first?
I want to eat pizza.
No, me.
Okay, I'm gonna get one. Okay.
Do you want to read it?
Hold on.
Oh. Well, we're never gonna know what it is.
Okay. It says, "Do you remember someone you wish you could give thanks to, and for what?" Gosh.
Do you remember someone you wish you could give thanks to and for what? Is this like right now?
I would just say, I should say thank you to my parents more often. So.
Yeah. So, give thanks to our parents because they do everything for us. They support us in everything we want to do.
Help us with this camera vlogging life.
Yeah. They set up this camera for us, just so you guys know. So they were really supportive and yeah.
Okay, you go.
Do you remember a time you really messed up at work? Have you ever been fired or quit a job?
You have never worked.
Wait, Angie, you should tell the time you
tell
worked.
my story?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, okay, so I have never messed up at work and I haven't gotten
worked.
fired or quit. Yeah, I have. As a dental assistant?
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
So I worked at a cafe like here nearby, and I was a barista, right?
It was the first job too.
Yeah. And they would always make me do dishes, and I hate doing dishes.
That's something she doesn't even do here at home, so she hated it.
I hate doing dishes. And even like the white girls, they would be like, "Oh, Angie, here are the dishes, do them." And I would just be like, "You can do them?" And like, so I was like so mad that they would always be like, and they'll be like, "Angie, you don't have to do this." And I'm like, how do you want me to know how to learn how to do that if you always wanted me to do the dishes? Like, no. So then, one day, I got mad, and I'm like, I quit. So I just left.
She left literally her shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they always made her do dishes. And
I worked there, my sister says I worked there like for 2 days, but it was long. That was
it
like
was longer
a
than,
week.
It was like a week. Yeah. And it was her first job too. But she quit, she didn't get fired.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's my turn.
No. Oh yeah, it's your turn. Sorry.
Do you remember your first broken heart? Oh gosh.
Okay. So my first boyfriend. My dad doesn't even know about it. He's over there.
Okay, go.
Was when I was 15. And we dated for a month. It was a guy I met in Mexico in a party, and we dated for a month, and it was wild. Like I thought he was the love of my life and everything, and when he broke, well, it like kind of started to change when I left Mexico, and my mom's gonna get it, so it's okay. So when I left Mexico, because my parents are from different parts of Mexico, so we left from my mom's part and we left to my dad's city, and when I left to my dad's city, so like we kind of lost connection because I was young too and he was young. Well, we were still young, and so I kind of broke it off because he was acting weird. And that was like my first heartbreak, but it kind of like wasn't really hard because we only dated for a month, and I was doing stuff while I was in Mexico, so I was kind of.
Who's that guy? Name.
Manuel.
Se llama Juan Manuel.
From where?
Tiene una mota.
Toto, de San
Tiene
Lucas.
una moto.
Okay, and then my turn. I mean, God, I always get my heart broken, you guys. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you talk about your heartbroken.
I
Your
always,
first one.
I don't know.
The most painful one that made you cry.
I don't know.
All of them?
Not,
You
not all of them, but I mean, I don't know. There's a lot,
Jessie.
honestly. Oh my
Mama.
God. My mom, Jessie.
Jessie?
Nuh-uh, ma. Was it no, mom?
Oh yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't care.
You remember que me wanna try to take you over there like 5 hours to see that guy?
So, yeah, she should tell the story.
No.
So she was dating this guy. I'll say it for her.
And he was in
And-
Potato Land.
He was in Idaho. He was in Idaho, and he would say he would come visit her. It's only like a 4-hour drive, and he never came. He like made us. So we
We
made
cleaned
plans.
the house and everything. you
Yeah,
know?
we made plans for him to come over, and we're like, we're not gonna go anywhere today because he's gonna come over.
Yeah.
So he ruined our plans.
Cause like he like pranked on me. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna go, and I like just like went off on him. I'm like, oh my God, that's so freaking rude. Like I freaking like cleaned the house and all that, and like I just like hardcore like told him all stuff, and
He's like, just kidding, it was a prank. But then,
but then he's like, well,
never
like
mind,
you
I'm
told
not
me
gonna
all
go.
that, I'm not gonna go. I'm like, okay, fine, then don't come. So I mean, yeah, I got mad.
It was the worst, and then he still wants you. He still slides into her DMs.
Yeah.
So, okay.
He texted me. He's like,
I want you
I
back.
miss
Do you want me
you.
back?
and I'm like, no.
Yep.
He's you?
Yeah, mom.
Yeah, mom. Okay,
Told
so,
you?
Yeah.
is it my turn? Your turn? Yeah, my turn. Do you remember a favorite family pet or pet you always wanted? Okay, so we lost a little dog like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Her name was Maggie, and she had been with us since I was since I was a baby. So that one kind of, I miss her.
Okay. Yeah. It was hard for us, right?
Yeah, and it was around the time where our quinceañera was happening, so yeah.
Okay. Do you remember the best advice you've ever received and the worst? The best advice. I mean, I know the worst advice that I received was once from like my friend, mom. I think you remember. Once from my friend, I was like in 5th grade, and I was really, really sick. Mom, do you remember?
I
was
remember.
really sick, and then like I was like we were really good friends, and then she's like, Angie, are you not gonna come to school? And I'm like, no, I can't. Well, I'm sick. And she's like, well, why don't you just tell your mom to do you a ponytail, and then when she leaves, come. Remember?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I can't. I'm really sick. What do you mean?
And she told you also if you don't bring her lunch, you will not be her friend anymore.
Yeah, she would like freaking like tell me a lot of stuff.
Threatening you.
Yeah, and
Not
she would
be
be
your
like,
friend.
Angie, just come to school even though if you're sick. Like, just tell your mom to do your hair, and then when she leaves to work, you come. I'm
Yeah.
just like, no.
I remember that time
Yeah,
too.
that was like the worst advice. I'm like,
We were mad at her.
and then the best advice you ever received. I mean, I always get good advice from my parents.
Yeah. Probably don't fall in love.
Your fault.
That's the best advice.
Yeah. No te enamores, no seas loca.
Oh my god. Okay, what about you? Do you have any good advice people have given you? Or
Be
worse?
productive. Don't procrastinate. That's the
Procrastinate?
best.
You are a procrastinator.
I am, so that's the best advice.
Okay, go.
And then the worst, I don't know. I only received good advice. Do you remember your best birthday ever?
Okay, I can.
No, I'm me first, because No, okay, you go first.
No, you go first.
No, you, okay.
No, you go
So
first now.
my best is my quinceañera. Not to brag, but it was the top of the top, in my opinion. My parents actually, so I chose the theme and everything, and my parents chose like the food. Well, we kind of decided on everything, but they like had my venue as a secret, so I didn't see how my venue was gonna look, and it was great. I loved it, and then the food was really good. Like all my family was there, like every single family member was there, family friend, which never happens usually.
Mhm.
But I was the only one that they went to, all of them. And the cake was amazing. And then the next day, we had like a post party, so like an after party, and everyone came too, and everyone finished every food. We didn't have
Yeah.
food. We had to go buy more food to make more food. It was another party, so my quinceañera was lit. That was the best birthday party ever.
Mine was when I was gonna turn 15. I made my parents throw me a party, and I asked them for a DJ, and they got me a DJ. Remember?
Oh yeah,
I got DJ and everything, and I was just turning 15.
we were
so
gonna
I
get
was-
kicked out of that place too because
Yeah.
there's no DJs allowed.
Yeah, so I got DJing, and then
I
like
remember.
that was like for my birthday, and then in like July I got my 15, so it was pretty dope. I got what
She
I
had 2
wanted.
birthday parties in the year.
Yeah, so I got what I wanted, so that was great.
I remember about that one.